Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, October 14. The House of Representatives has approved extensions to the Zones of Special Operations, ZOSOs, operating in Mount Salem, St. James, Denham Town and Greenwich Town in Kingston, and August Town in St. Andrew. During Tuesday's sitting of the House, National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang moved the motion to extend the ZOSOs for a further 60 days, starting the 12th of October. In arguing for the extension, he said its success had manifested in an overall lower crime rate in the communities.
In the case of Mount Salem, there has been a 95% and a 93% reduction in murders and shootings, respectively, for the 1,134 days period, 1st of September 2017 to 8th of October 2020. While the community continues to undergo the process of transformation, it is anticipated that the lessons and benefits derived from this intervention must be carefully assessed so that they may be replicated as we seek to transform more communities across Jamaica.
So far in Denham Town, he says there has been a 25% reduction in murders and 58% reduction in shootings. He adds that there have been no murders or gun crimes reported since the ZOSO was established in Greenwich Town and August Town.
The Social Intervention Committee has completed a comprehensive developmental roadmap for both communities and will be actively engaging and developing intervention to respond to the community needs.
Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Floyd Green is warning pradial thieves that his administration will be taking a zero-tolerance approach to theft of farm produce to ensure offenders face the full brunt of the law. Minister Green issued the warning at one of the stops in his recent cross-country listening tour, where he met with farmers and fisherfolk to hear their concerns and suggestions on matters relating to their respective sectors. The minister says it is clear that pradial larceny is one of the leading ills facing the farming sector, stressing that it has evolved from petty theft to a very sophisticated and organized criminal activity which now requires that same level of response. Under the Agricultural Produce Act, persons are not allowed to carry agricultural produce without a valid receipt. Farmers are encouraged to purchase receipt books at any Jamaica Agricultural Society JAS office. The receipt provides a means of traceability at all stages along the value chain and helps the police to verify whether the produce in transit is stolen or legally purchased. Jamaica Promotions Corporation JAMPRO has launched the first phase of a national business portal, NBP, to allow for multiple business-to-government transactions in one online location. President of JAMPRO, Diane Edwards, says the NBP will serve as the central point through which all investments are directed, providing transparency and consistency in government. The portal will connect private investors and other persons with government stakeholders. It allows for the delivery of services such as registering an initiative as an investment project, applying for incentives, and divestment of Crown lands. In the rollout of additional phases over the next year, the platform will allow persons to conduct transactions online, including accessing benefits and applying for licenses and permits. The National Business Portal can be accessed at dobusiness.gov.jm and was built by eGov Jamaica Limited. The University Hospital of the West Indies, UHWI, is investigating local use of a new testing approach for COVID-19, which should significantly increase Jamaica's testing capacity. The UHWI is partnering with global healthcare company Novamed on the method known as pool testing. It was developed by experts in Germany and is currently being investigated as a research project in Jamaica. Medical Chief of Staff at the UHWI, Dr. Carl Bruce, explains that this method uses highly sensitive tests to detect existing positive cases in a single test tube of samples taken from groups of 30 patients. If the group tests positive, the entire samples are retested individually to identify which of the collection tripped the positive result. It has the potential to significantly reduce costs and increase testing capacity while offering faster turnaround time for results delivery. According to founder of Novamed, Dr. David Walcott, this method could allow the university hospital to conduct 4 times its daily testing capacity and, theoretically, save in excess of $1 million over a couple months. Meanwhile, one private sector entity, Sandals Foundation, is supporting government's efforts for safe learning environments with the donation of hand-washing stations at 12 infant and primary schools. Classes are currently being held virtually due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Executive Director at the Sandals Foundation, Heidi Clark, says this donation is to support government's efforts to minimize the risks and spread when students eventually return to the classroom. The construction of the hand-washing stations, which is valued at approximately $22,000, is being done through support from Tito's Handmade Vodka, a spirits company based in the United States. The donation will benefit schools in tourism-dependent communities across St. Anne, St. Mary, Westmoreland, and St. James. The institutions will also receive automatic hand soap dispensers, hand soap and paper towels, signage to encourage proper hand washing, handheld thermometers, and reusable masks for teachers and staff. And finally, Jamaica will join the rest of the globe in celebrating World Statistics Day on October 20, under the theme Connecting the World with Data We Can Trust. World Statistics Day is a United Nations event celebrated every 5 years. Director General of the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, Statin, Carol Coy, says the celebration is to highlight the importance of statistics in development.
The theme itself, what it means is that we have to produce statistics that is internationally comparable, statistics that follow international methodologies, international concepts, classifications.
She says the COVID-19 pandemic has also put a spotlight on the importance of collecting and analyzing data.
Because there is the health realm where we need to understand what is happening to persons when they contract virus, but we also need to understand what is happening in the economic, social, and environment sphere of countries. So as governments balance between lives and livelihood, and they make these decisions and measures, how does that affect the economic and social life of persons?
Statin's Director General was speaking at a JIS think tank on October 13. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.